Welcome back. The Casabar Road reconstruction project has been completed 2 months ahead of schedule and with no cost overruns. Residents of the northern community are a joy following the successful completion of the project, which included reconstruction and concrete paving of 1.2 kilometers of road, drainage works, construction of retaining walls, and residents' access. This project is the latest in St. Lucia's growing list of national infrastructural assets. It is the first to be completed under the Road Improvement and Maintenance Program funded by the Republic of China, Taiwan. The Department of Infrastructure thanks the residents and the motoring public for their overwhelming support during the execution of this vital project. Carnival is already hot on the heels of Christmas, and Fusion Masses are leading the procession. Fusion Mass launched its 2020 costumes on Thursday night in a flurry of feathers, sparkling gemstones, and daringly stunning costumes. One of the creative directors, Melissa Giddings, gave us insight into this year's African-inspired theme.
So for 2020, we're looking at Oyo, we're looking at the God within, and really and truly we wanted to go back to something that is close to us, close to the Caribbean, close to St. Lucia. We went back to the Orishas. We know that Oyo in Africa is where it's like the breeding ground for the deities and the gods. And we know of everything that's been happening around the world where we as black people, as sometimes even as Caribbean people, where we don't feel proud of who we are, proud of our heritage. But the history behind the Orishas, that they themselves are deities and demigods, and that they walk the earth and they represented all of the things that we are. You know, there's a deity for water. We saw that with Oshun, goddess of love. We saw Yemaha. We saw so many of them, and all of these people we believe that live inside of all of us. So the message that we want to send is that God is present within us, that we are beautiful, we are gods and goddesses. And I know, you know, people are saying, no, that's blasphemy, but really and truly that God lives inside of us. And that
Giddings says a major focus this year is to improve the experience for Fusion revelers.
Fusion, of course, is always promising a very great road display, a lot of fun on the road. We're also looking at improving on our road experience. We heard some of the complaints. We're always looking to better our product. Of course, we saw in 2019 that all of our events were sold out. So we really don't want to reinvent the wheel. We want to strengthen. We want to continue adding to the conversation, adding to what is St. Lucian Carnival.
She says the band is generating major interest in St. Lucia Carnival, not just in St. Lucia, but throughout the region and the wider world.
I think that we have like a 50-50, honestly, but I mean the foreign base is really interested. Of course, we have the Martinicans, the Guadeloupans are coming on board. We have the St. Lucians living in the US who are also looking to come down. And right now we're having a big Trinidad base, of course, because we're using so many of the Trinidadian designers. They too are also interested in the carnival. And I think what has really bolstered Fusion Mass is that we continue to use a lot of the artists from around the region to do our dub plates. And so there's an interest as well in St. Lucian Carnival, of course, because we know of Denry segment. And we also use a lot of our local artists in our dub plates and sort of giving people that sort of platform to, you know, do their thing and build.
Registration for the band Fusion Mass begins on the 27th of December. The band says it is looking to attract no more than 700 revelers to keep the experience as intimate as possible for its patrons. Food truly brings people together during Christmas, whether it's traditional ham and fruitcake, stew pork and pigeon peas. But the traditions are not the same for everyone. So we spoke with different nationalities about what their typical Christmas meal usually includes.
A traditional Guyanese morning would be to get up and to have your pepper pot. Every Guyanese look forward to pepper pot because it's a main dish. You must have that with your local homemade bread. This is something every Guyanese look forward to. The pepper pot is usually consists of beef. Some people would put pork in it. You put your cow heel, you put the cow skin, the cow tongue. They actually uses each part of every bit of the cow face to culminate into that, making the pepper pot. And then, of course, it must have the casa rib. It's not the usual browning, the browning that you would make your stew brown. It's the casserole, which is made from the cassava. And the way they would do that, it would be a special something that they would put in the pepper pot. So provided you have that casserole, the pepper pot is really, really nice and good to go. And this is what everyone looks forward to.
Okay, so then after the pepper pot, what would it be? From the morning, you get the pepper pot for the day?
The pepper pot, most Guyanese don't usually cook a lot of food during the day, Christmas Day, because after working assiduously throughout the season, this is a day they just eat their pepper pot, open gifts, give their well wishes, and relax for the day. Usually, sometimes in the afternoon, they might cook a little rice to go along with the pepper pot in the evening. And then if you're inviting friends, then it would be a big thing. You would have turkey or other dishes to go along, still serving the pepper pot. But Boxing Day, that's a day, the day after Christmas Day, that Guyanese would really do a big splash of the cooking. This is what they look forward to.
You would have roast turkey, roast potatoes, you have to have Brussels sprouts and roast turnips.
Pigs in blanket.
Sausages wrapped in bacon, which we call pigs in blankets. And then after all of that, you'd have Christmas pudding covered in brandy, and then you set it alight and then it's flaming. It's delicious.
And then what drink would you have?
Like sherry?
Yeah.
I think probably sherry. Sherry afterwards.
We have a huge feast with our family. So turkey and ham, candied yams, green bean casserole, dinner rolls, pumpkin pie, chocolate cake, green beans with bacon. I can't even think of anything else right now. Just lots of, there's so much food. Everybody brings food, and so.
Okay, and then what would you drink? And what would be your drink for Christmas?
So there's some alcohol, but a lot of like sparkling cider, milk, eggnog, and then of course the adults get some spirits.
Is it just a myth that eggnog is a staple of St. Lucian Christmas? It's a debate that began in our newsroom when one colleague asked whether people really enjoy eggnog. It was debated that sorrel is the true staple drink of Christmas. Of course, we had to take the debate to you. Here is what you had to say.
In as much as sorrel is the drink we did back in the day, eggnog, when you wake up on Christmas morning, we did it local. We'd get the milk, get the eggs. Sometimes some people put Guinness in there and nutmeg. So it is the drink for Christmas. If you can afford both, I wish you would, but that is the drink.
That's the key, eggnog. Make sure you have eggnog for Christmas. People, enjoy your Christmas with eggnog.
May you have a Merry Christmas and a happy, happy New Year.
I'm having sorrel for Christmas
Otherwise,
because it represents the birth of Jesus and the victory that he got when he was born. And it also represents a joyful time that we can drink at a special time. So that's why I love sorrel.
Well, my preference have to be sorrel because sorrel is the time of Christmas. It's a traditional drink in terms of Christmas. Eggnog coming in that. Is there any place for eggnog? I don't think so.
nobody.
We're going for sorrel, the traditional drink. Yes, okay? Mark my word and take it for granted.
Sorrel good, nice drink. Sorrel for me.
For me, I love sorrel very, very much. But I'm still going to have my little drink too because there's nothing wrong having a glass of wine for the Christmas. Because this Christmas, I'm going to enjoy it because I don't know if I'll see it next year. So, St. Lucian, big up yourself.
Well, this year I drinking sorrel because sorrel is the traditional thing. Now, eggnog is also traditional, but for me, when I grew up, it's sorrel I know. Ginger, soaking for the gingerbread, we trade sorrel, bottles waiting there. That's why I grew up. So, sorrel for me this year.
Water, because it is what sustains me. Water is what I'm drinking, seriously.
All the best. Merry Christmas.
Sorrel,
Why is that?
because it's more local and I like locally made stuff. It's healthier. So I rather my sorrel.
I go for eggnog, my dear.
Why is that?
Well, the fact is it have egg in it and something probably that you could always reproduce.
Sorrel. Why?
Well, it's local. We grow it local, so you grow what you eat what you grow, you drink what you grow.
Because I like eggnog, and plus the eggnog ice cream is kind of great.
Sorrel.
Why you prefer sorrel?
Yeah.
Why you prefer sorrel?
It's nice because my mother used to do it when I was small and I know about it.
Sorrel for me, yeah.
Sorrel for Christmas?
Yes, darling.
Why you prefer sorrel?
Yeah, because it's a natural drink, you know, and I know how to do it. It's better than how to do eggnog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I will always take for sorrel because sorrel is such a exotic kind of juice. So most definitely it'll be sorrel for me.
Sorrel?
Indeed.
This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. Sports news and the weather are all coming up after the break.